The biggest thing to discuss, about the play is we want our offensive blockers at the line of scrimmage to be square. This is a square-shouldered run for the runner. Throughout the entirety of the play, we should be able to see all of the back jersey numbers on the running back's jersey. And if we can see all of the running back's numbers on his jersey, we want to see all of the jersey numbers on every offensive blocker at the line of scrimmage. So we want to play square to the line and minimize shoulder turn as much as we possibly can throughout the entirety of the play. So that's the way that we train and teach the play. So there are some things that you'll see that might be a little bit more lateral, specifically on the backside of the run, but we want to live in a world of being square and working to play on the defensive side of the line of scrimmage specifically. But let's get right into it. So for us, a base block exists on the front side of this play. So if we're running the inside zone play to the right, this could be a center, play side guard, play side tackle, or play side tight end if you're running it to a three-man surface. So there's really three different types of base blocks that we discuss. This is an example of us running the inside zone play to the right. And you guys can see hopefully that our right tackle, Daniel Jones, is highlighted here. And he is inside of the running back, right? Our running back is working through the play side leg of the center. So DJ here is he's got a defender in his play side gap. And the aiming point for the blocker is a couple of specific things. One, we want to drive our play side knee through the crotch of the defender that we are blocking. Two, we want to take our face mask and put it directly on the inside via the neck of the defender that we are blocking. We talk about putting our hairline on the defender's chin when it comes to the point of contact, hairline on chin. And then we operate through the double under here with our hand placement. So we would like to see DJ with his elbows tight and thumbs out and grabbing and lifting the jersey numbers on contact and staying square to the line of scrimmage throughout. Okay, so that's the blocking leverage for a base block. Couple of different options here for footwork. Okay, so one, we talk about heavy and loose players. Okay, heavy and loose players. So DJ is base blocking the five technique. The five technique we feel is heavy to DJ's pre. If the end was aligned in this location, we would consider him loose, nowhere near shady alignment. All right, so if I'm a play side tackle and I'm base blocking a heavy player, we're going to drive the inside foot vertical to protect from that defender crossing my face. Okay, drive the inside foot vertical, drive the outside foot then vertical, and then take that defender on. We find him on scrimmage. All right, so you can see DJ here. All right, once we get to running the play, just picking the inside foot up and putting it back down. We talk about it should feel like a foot fire. Shouldn't feel like a long step, should feel like a foot fire, and then driving the knee through the crotch of the defender, hairline on chin at the point of contact, okay? And then elbows tight, thumbs out on the jersey numbers, double under fit on the defender, and then lift. We want to get out of a 45-degree angle drive phase, and we want to lift, okay, and connect our hips to the defender's hips and make that defender a vertical defender. We don't want to allow him to stay in that 45-degree angle drive phase. This is a good job by DJ here. Foot fire the inside foot, right knee to crotch, nose on the inside via the neck, hairline on chin, double under fit, and lift. Strong with the inside arm throughout the entirety of the play. Right, so you can see a good rep of a base block by DJ on the front side edge of the run. Okay. All right, so moving into the next clip here. This is us, okay, drilling the movement, right? Drilling the movement. So this is a right tackle, okay, same as DJ. right? Loading the weight up on the opposite foot, right? We want to drive off the entire inside edge of the right foot here. And we want to create a power angle with that knee inside of that foot so we can drive without false stepping. Can gain as much ground as we can violently through the defender, right? We're doing this obviously on air, but we're gaining ground in foot fire fashion with the left foot. Second step is down vertically. You can see Joe here coming out of his stance, and immediately he goes to elbows tight, thumbs out, like we're fixing to get into a base, okay? And we're chest over knee, forward lean, driving through the inside edges of the cleats, stay in your forward lean through the end of the board, right? Just training the skill here in a non-contact position, okay? Next part of training the heavy base block, outside to shoot now, is driving the inside foot vertical versus a defender, okay? So we've got Joe lined up with his inside foot on a line. We want his inside foot to stay on that vertical line. What we don't want Joe to do is step into the B gap and into the guard space. We don't want him to do that here on a heavy base block, because that's going to put him turning his butt into the B gap. We don't want that to happen, okay? So you can see Joe just foot firing out of his stance, left, right. That's all we're doing. Left, right, elbows tight, thumbs out, hairline on chin, double underfit and lift on the defender and knock him vertical and stay square. Strong with the left hand. Stay square, knocking him on a vertical line. Okay, it's a pretty good job there by Joseph, right, in a controlled rep. All right, so that's a heavy base block for an offensive tackle. Okay, now we're focused here on the right guard. Okay, so Tyler Wagner is base blocking a 3 technique. All right, for the guard, we don't step with the inside foot. Tackles are a little bit different with the way we operate here on the inside zone play. For the guard, we're going to step to gain ground with the right foot. Aiming point is the same, meaning right foot through his crotch, nose to the inside via the neck, hairline on chin, double underfit on the jersey numbers, and lift. Okay, flat back to the point of contact, hairline on chin. Okay, so you can see Tyler not doing a great job of bringing a second step, but the right foot is gaining ground through the crotch. Nose is on the inside via the neck, double underfit and lift, strong with the left hand. Okay, we're winning the base block right here with Tyler Wagner at the point of attack on the 3 technique. Okay, so this is not bad on the front side of the inside zone play. Put yourself between the defender and the ball carrier, okay, on the football play. All right. So this is a lead step for us. And we're working vertical foot fire step with Joe and DJ on the first rep, okay? So this is the right guard coming out of his stance. Okay, this is a lead step for us, okay? Gaining ground on a 45-degree angle. Gaining ground down the board on a 45-degree angle, okay? All right, we don't want to be long. Drive foot is our left foot. Power angle, knee inside my foot. Knee inside my foot. Drive and step to gain ground. Second step is down prior to contact. Contact step being second step, okay? And we're in a double underfit, working to lift, okay, with Julius Tate here on contact. Not a bad example of the guy working down the board, okay? Example here of an offensive tackle working this. Okay, looser aligned defensive end. Now we're taking the lead step, and we should be able to draw a line from his toe that splits the crotch of this defensive end or whomever the C-gap defender is in this example. Okay? All right, gaining ground, left, right. Get your second step back in the grass prior to contact. Elbows tight, thumbs out. Hairline on chin, double underfit, and lift. Lift, DJ. Get your hips connected to his hips. We need more hip snap here out of DJ, but you can see the foot gaining ground. Nothing long. We don't want our feet high up off the ground for very long at all. We want them to stay connected to the ground.